Well, good morning and welcome to the Sudoku channel. This is Oliver coming to you from Youghal by the Sea here in Ireland over in Europe, and you are more than welcome. Now, the last week we did puzzle number 5711 from the Telegraph, and it proved to be quite an interesting one, and thank you all for your solutions. It certainly helped me doing part two. Alright, now what I'm going to do now is the previous one, which would be 5711 in that series, and that is from the 17th of December 2021. And here it is, and let's see how difficult this one is going to be. So what we start off is we do the uniques and the Snyder Pairs, things like that, using just what I call the beginner methods, and then in part two we'll use the more advanced methods available. Okay, so I'm using Sven's Sudoku pad, and here we go. So just two ones. And what I like about this is you can highlight if you're not used to it. You can say, okay, you can't have a one anywhere there, therefore the one must be here, so it's going to be a unique one. And then double click again, see do you go any further. And that is all we can get with the ones. Then we go on to the twos. And the twos, we can't have it down there, we can't have it down there, which means we're going to have another unique two in here. And this is looking a bit too easy at the moment. Excuse me. Okay, we can't have a two there, can't have a two there. That leaves three, and that is no good for us either at this stage. All right, now over here we can't have a two there, up here, and that leaves three. So let's go on now to the threes. Nothing there, nothing there, and we get another unique. I'm just wondering, is this a diabolical at all? It seems way too simple. All right, up here. And now we have a Snyder pair. That is where you can just have two of a possible. And traditionally you put the Snyder pairs in as small little pencil marks in the corner, and we're doing threes. Yes, threes. Now here's another one here. Can't be there. Can't be there. Another unique three. I don't know. It looks... I'm getting a little bit worried about this because look, can't have a three there, can't have a three there, can't have a three here, and we put in another unique three. It's either going to be very simple and I've picked the wrong one by accident, or else it's going to be a nasty one. Going up this way, well, we can't have it there, we can't have it here, so we're going to have another unique three in there. I will have all the threes done in a second, will we? We can't do it up there. We've got, oh, that three means that we can't have that Snyder there, which means this is the unique three up here. And what does that do to us now? We can't have a three there, we can't have a three here, so we're now going to have a Snyder pair of threes there, but we have this three coming up, so we're going to have another unique three. Dearie me. Yeah, they're all the threes done. Fours, that's more like it. We only have the 1 4. We can't do anything with, oh God, we can't. Look at that. That means we must have a unique 4 in here. Oh, dearie me. And that's all we can do with the 4s. On to the 5s. So not there, not there. Snyder pair of 5s here. And back onto the 5s. I think that's all. No, can't have a 5 there, so we have a Snyder pair of 5s here. Okay, that's all we can do in the 5s. On to the 6s. Where's the 6s? There's a 6. Well, can't have it here, can't have it here, so we're going to have a Snyder pair of 6s there. That's all on the 6s. 7s. Well, can't be here, here. And we're going to have a Snyder pair here. And that's all we do in the 7s. The 8s. Well, can't be over there. Can't be over here. Oh, that leaves 3. Sorry about that. That's all we can do in the 8s by the looks of it. And 9s. Well, not there. Not there. Unique 9 in here. Well, if we look at this house here, the only place a 9 can be is here or here. We put that down as a 9. And if you haven't seen doubles before, have a look at doubles. There will be, go down into the comments and you'll find a tutorial there on doubles. So we've got 2 cells, and there can only be 2 numbers going in there, 2 possibles, and they are, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, we're missing 5. So 5 and 9 are the two that can go in there. Right. Now, if we look then at the column, if 5 and 9 are here, they can't be anywhere else, which means we cannot have a 5 here. And that makes that the unique 5 there. Now, so what are the two remaining that can go in here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the 5s, 6. They're the 7s. And we're missing an 8 because the 9 is down here. So that is this column more or less finished. But it also means that this house here, we've got everything bar this one decided. 7 or 8 is going to be here or here. So what's missing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8, and a 9 has to go in here. So looking at the 9s now, what can we say? Well, we've a lot of the 9s taken care of now, haven't we? Can't be there, can't be there. So now here's a Snyder pair here of 9s. And that makes that interesting. This is also called a pointing pair, which means we cannot have a 9s over here. We can't have 9s there. So the Snyder pair of 9s will go in here. Right, that's it on the 9s. Now, having done that, this is all about iterations. You go back over maybe 2 or 3 times just to make sure you've got everything filled out. It's important to get this part of it right before you go on to the more advanced ones. It makes that bit so much easier. So on the 1s, that's it. On the 2s, well, this one here means we're going to have a Snyder pair of 2s here. And as we saw before, we have a pointing pair of 2s here, so we can't have 2s over there, can't have them there, so we now have a Snyder pair of 2s here. That's why it's important to go back over them. There's always going to be something or other that you've left out, or that has become available because you filled in some cells. And the 3s, they're all the 3s. We can't do any more with those. 4s, well, now we're going to have a pair of 4s in here, Snyder pair. Okay, they are a pointing pair, but doesn't make much difference for us this time. And 5. Okay, here we go. Can't have a 5 there. Can't have a 5 there. So the 5s go here. And that is also a double. So we have a double there. Now on this row, there's only 2 left. So they will both have to be 7 and 8 because they're the... Oops, we can't have an 8 there because we have an 8 here. What is wrong with me? So let us get rid of that 8. Which means this is the only place we can have an 8 on this column. So that has to be the 8. And that has to be the 7. No. We'll be doing more than that. So in this case, on this row, we've everything bar this cell filled out. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We're missing 4 because we have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So that has to be a 4, which means we're going to be going back over all of these again as well in a minute. What were we doing up till then? I have no idea. So I'm going to go back to the 1. Nothing more on the 1 at this stage. 2s, nothing new on the 2s either. 3s, they're all done. 4s, still can't put in any other 4s anywhere. Oh, we can down there, which means we're going to have a Snyder pair on the 4s here. 5, that's it on the 5s. 6s and 7s. Where is 8? 8. Well, no, we can't have 8 there. We can't have 8 here. So here's our pair of 8s up here. And across this way, we're going to have a pair of 8s down here. And now, can't have an 8 along there. We can't have an 8 along here. We can't have an 8 there, so this then becomes our unique 8 here. We're getting little bits and pieces. And now, we can't have an 8 that way, we can't have an 8 this way, we can't have an 8 there, so a unique 8 in here. And that now, can't be there, can't be there, guess where? Has to be here. That's me 8, and that 8 there means we can't have the 8 up there. And this then becomes the 8 here. And I think that is all the 8s nearly out. There's just this one. Can't have an 8 there. Which means this has to be the 8. And that being the 8 means this must be the 6. Phew. And what's left here between these two? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 and 5, 4 and 5. Right. I'm going to go back now and just see, have you left out anything? Unfortunately, the ones are still proving quite difficult, aren't they? 2s. Yeah, they're still... Oh, wait a minute. There's 2 coming up. Which means here are our Snyder pair of 2s. And that pointing pair means we can't have a 2 here. Which means this has to be our 2. Right, well, we've got something there. 3s, they're all in. And the 4s must be nearly all in. Oh, they aren't. So 4s, oh, we have a 4 there. What's wrong with you? And that's all. 5s. Where's the 6? Well, 6 down there means this is our pair for 6s here. And now we have, can't have a 6 there. We have a pointing pair here. So there become our Snyders. Well, we got something. 7. Well, this 7 cutting up here means that we have to have the 7 here or here. Now, this is an interesting one. 2 and 7 have to be here and 2 and 7 have to be here, which means we cannot have the 9 here. So we can get rid of that 9, which means this then becomes our unique 9. And using these two, not there, not there, we now have a Snyder pair here of 9s. And we have 9s now in every one of them. Look at that, there's a 9 there. That cannot be a 9. It means that this must be the 9. And that must be the 5. This is filling up far too fast. I've either made a mistake or I took it from the wrong type. I don't understand why it's going so easily. 9, 8. All the 8s are in. 7s. Well, can't be there, can't be there, so must be here or here. No, it can't be along there, can't be there, can't be here. Oh, so this must be the 7s here and here. Our Snyder pair 7s. Now we have 7s in every box bar this one, and there's no way we can put it in. Okay, 7, 6. Nothing else. 5. Well, yes, can't have it there. Can't have it there. So here are our Snyder 5s. Now if we go on that one, can't have it there, can't have it there. Still 3 here. Okay, 4s. I think we've just a 3, yes. Oh yeah, look at this. We have a 2, 7, 2, 7 here. So what's missing in this is 1. Because we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a unique 1. Yep. Now let's go back to the 4s. And 3s. And 2s. And the 1s. Okay, you get a Snyder pair up here. And coming down here, we now get a Snyder pair of 1s in there. Okay, that's it as far as I can make out. I can't see anything else now that we could do easily. Ah, no, do you remember I said earlier on, this is iteration. You just have to keep on going over and over because, you know, I know I keep on making mistakes. We have a 2, 7 here, which means we cannot have a 7 down here. So let's get rid of that 7, which means this has to be the 7 for that house. Oh, look here. We have a 2 cells left here. What's missing from those? We have 1, 2, 3. We're missing 4, 5. We have 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 4 and 5 down there. But we have a pointing pair of 5s here, so we can't have a 5 there, which means that must be a 4 and this must be a 5. Just when I thought we were finished. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick run through now on all the possibles again. You don't have to watch me doing it this time. If I find anything, I'll come back to you, alright? But if you're doing it yourself, you have to go and do it, alright? Okay, here's one for us. No 4 there, no 4 there. We have a 4 down there, so we can have now a Snyder pair of 4s here. And also down here. Not there, not there, not here. So there's our Snyder pair there for the 4s. Right, and that was the only one I found. Apart from that, everything is staying as it was. So I think I'm going to call a halt now on, well, the other things that you, if you wanted to try it, is you just start looking at, for example, there's a row here with 3. Well, the way I look upon it is there's these two cells of 1, 4, 6. Therefore, what's left here will also have to be a 1, a 4, or a 6. And you see, will that become a unique in any way? Well, we can certainly put a 1 in there, we can put a 4 in there, and we can put a 6. So that's not going to end up as a unique. We have another 3 here, which is 2, 4, and 5. 2 and 5 can fit in there. Is 2 the only that will go in here? Well, no, you could put in a 4 in there, and you can't put in a 5. So you could put a 2 and a 4 in there, so that's not going to be unique. Up here we have 1, 2, and 7. And this could be a 2, no problem. This could be a 7, and this is a 2 or 7, so there's no uniques there. I'm just doing this quickly. Here we have 4, 5, and 6. Well, that's a 4 or a 6. This is a 5. It can't be, look at that. That's a 5, but it can't be a 2. I didn't want it to be a 2, a 4 or a 6. It can't be a 4, but it could be a 6. So that could be a 5 or 6, so nothing there. Okay, if you want to, what you do is you just go around all those and see if you can pick off a unique, a hidden unique somewhere. But I think I've done enough on this one, so that's where we are. If any of you would like to try and take it from here and come up with a solution, be great. I'd love to see what you come up with. In the meantime, I'll start working on it myself and see what sort of a solution there will be. There will be a link down below to part 2 when it becomes available. Okay, so Slán Tamil. Oh, don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell if you want to find out when part 2 comes out. All right.